My name is Lia Adisu and I'm a storyteller for Intertwined. I first heard about Intertwined through working at DEI. I had came to an event that Abigail had put on and it was Intertwined, and I was inspired by the storytellers. And I had taken a class last term where the professor was encouraging us to be courageous and present, and Intertwined kind of aligned with that. And I decided to give it a try. My goal was to really connect with the audience as I spoke, and I had accomplished that yesterday, so I'm very proud, and I'm very glad for the experience that this program has given me. Has been amazing. This school year, I experienced homesickness like I've never felt before. I felt extremely disconnected to myself. In the past, if you were to ask me what my greatest strengths were, I'd probably say patience and understanding. But from September to the end of February, I was just angry. I had felt no desire to deal with anything. Every little thing irritated me. For example, there was a time I was in class and the person sitting next to me was smacking their keyboard so hard. My thoughts were so loud I could have sworn I said to him, "I promise you the keys are responsive enough for you not to abuse them." And then on top of that, he was chewing his gum with his mouth open. I just couldn't. Then later on that day, in my room, as if my phone knew I was already on the brink, it sent me a notification. iPhone storage full. I mean, all I needed to do was delete a few useless screenshots and photos and apps, but that's what I've been doing the past 3 months. I don't know whether or not to scream or cry. I was so irritated, I threw my phone onto the bed, and in that moment, I heard my mom's voice come through the phone. "Wa, kamat'aw agad lahadlaw," she said, which means, "Be careful, because if I get over there, I'll kill you." I whipped my head in the direction of her voice so quickly. Did I hear that in my head or in real life? And in that moment, I picked up my phone and saw that a random video had started playing. It was a video of my mom, strapped in a harness, high off the ground, doing a zipline obstacle course in Ethiopia. She was laughing and scolding at our guide. It was a video I had recorded 2 years ago on our trip to Ethiopia, and I had completely forgotten about it. I rewatched the video about 50 times, just over and over again. I was laughing really hard. I probably looked ridiculous, hunched over my phone, wiping tears from my face. From then, it led me on a full-on rabbit hole of my own camera roll. It was like a doom scroll, but it wasn't depressing. It was healing. I went back to the very beginning of our trip, and the first video was of us arriving at the airport, checking in our bags. We had about 15 bags. 15. So many that we had to recruit help from our family members, 3 others. We were going on a trip to Ethiopia for about 2 months, from July to the end of August. We had 15 bags. But we didn't just pack for ourselves, we packed for our community. In our culture, it is custom for us to pack, not just for ourselves. So half of our bags were gifts for relatives, clothes for friends of friends. My mom had clothes for her friend's mom and sister, and then my dad had things for another. In the video, you could hear my laughter behind the camera as my dad turned around with 2 thumbs up as our bags passed the weight test. And then I found another video, and this was a clip of us arriving in Ethiopia. We stayed in my father's childhood home, though it looked completely different from the stories I had heard before. This house, what used to be a single-story house, painted in blue and purple interior walls, had been transformed into a beautiful 3-story house with tan and cream and gold walls. We stayed on the top floor. In this video was my brother, Lucas, who sat on the couch, and my brother Isra and I sat on either side of him. He was turning 11 years old, and the neighborhood kids sat around the coffee table where a little cake sat for him. We were singing Melkam Lidet, happy birthday, to my little brother. As I continued to watch, I saw how I was looking around the room in the video. I was smiling. I closed my eyes and thought about that moment and how welcomed I felt. I realized how much I come back to life when I'm surrounded by my family and the people that I love. Looking back at these memories, it made me realize how much my family and I needed this trip. My parents looked 10 years younger. They were glowing. I was happier. My brothers were even more themselves, which meant they were even more annoying. In the past, anytime I would go through a hard time, I would isolate myself, thinking that that was the only way that I could heal. But I've learned that isolation is not always the solution. Looking at these memories, I'm reminded who I am when I'm surrounded by my family, my friends, and my roots. I realize that isolation is not always the way to heal, but it can come in reconnecting with friends, with family, looking at old memories in full suitcases, and reconnecting with your community.